What do we have? We have Zerg, Terran, Protoss. Let's do Templar. So Templar is a very good FFA player. I don't think he won a round last week, but he was very close. So I'm gonna run a quick prediction for this. You guys have to help me. Trigger, Foxer, Greenert, laxbro, SpanishGoat, Patches, Bully, Templar. One of them is gonna win 75 bucksy. I will obviously explain the format once we are in game. Let's see if I can remember this. Probably not. This is a very stacked first round, yeah. This is not an easy one to win. Who wins? Round 1. BBB, Beast of the Hill. And 75 buckies. Bully. NA toss. Trigger. Canadian toss. Patches. We have Greenert. NA toss. A SpanishGoat. NA toss. And then we had some Zergies. Who else did we have? laxbro, Templar, and Foxer. Foxer and a Terran. laxbro, Zerg, Templar. Alright, you guys get 10 minutes. I'm ready. We're gonna do 6 rounds, guys. Last week was a lot of fun. This will obviously be the last round of Basilisk Beast of the Hills that we do for a little while. But just last week, I kind of felt like it was a tryout edition, and I thought it was mega fun, and I wanted to give it another shot. And instead of doing only 4 rounds with 150 bucks, we do 6 rounds with 75 buckies. Everyone is able to play. We're gonna go to the European server after this. Let's go. Let's go, guys. Ready when you are. I think everyone is ready. Go, 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 go. Foxer ready, Templar ready, Greenert, Patches, Bully, SpanishGoat, Trigger I think is ready. Let's do it. Once we are in game, I will explain the format. We'll obviously do it a few more times throughout the night. Let's have some fun, guys. Big shout out to Basilisk for agreeing to run another round of Beast of the Hills, because I thought it was cool. It's nice to do something different. We have all the serious Starcraft this weekend with the WTL Codas playoffs. Let's do something different on the Friday night. And of course, if you're watching this and you think this is fun, hop over to the European server already, and we'll be picking players from the European server all night long. Here we go.
Let's get it on.
The 30th of August, 2024. We have 8 players, we have a massive map, and we have 1 red circle in the middle. If I click on the vision of a player, you will see a scoreboard on the top right side. The first 1 to 3 points wins. How do you get a point? There is a clock in the top right side. If the clock hits 0 and you have control of the center, you get a point. If the clock is still running, you actually get money for controlling the center. So it's worth it to send a unit over there early on, like these guys are doing right now. So you can get some extra resources. You don't have to have the biggest army, the biggest bank, none of that matters. What matters is controlling the point when the clock hits 0. What happens if multiple people are on the point? Certain units have priority. A burrowed unit is not as prestigious as a unit that stands on the ground, and obviously a flying unit is not the same as a unit that stands on the circle. Now, if multiple people are standing on the circle, nobody gets the point until some units die. That's it. Let's make a little round. Top side of the map, look at this man going Nexus first. He's an animal. It is a bully. On the right side, an FFA expert. It is Templar. This man has, I think out of everybody in this lobby, by far and away the most experience with this. Some of the other guys have been practicing. Over here we've got laxbro. I'm not that familiar with laxbro, but I wish him all the best. Bottom right side we have a Greenert. He apparently really enjoyed that 1v1 he had last week with Lambo. And he said, I want more. Bottom side of the map we've got our very own Canadian Protoss player representing Basilisk. It is Trigger. Might see more of him on Sunday, guys, in the playoffs of the WTO Codas. On the left side, we've got everyone's favorite NA Terran Foxer. Top left set, we got Patches. He's already double expanding, by the way. And last but not least, we've got My favorite or second favorite American Protoss. I cannot choose. It is Max, a Spanish goat. So Max and Bully are next to each other. They are two guys that have done a lot of co-casting with me. They are both very friendly with one another. I would say it would make sense to form a tiny alliance. Forming alliances is not forbidden. But don't get angry at me if your ally betrays you. Yes, that is correct, Mango Mosh. The Marine player would win. A unit that is visible has priority over the invisible unit. So, if two players have a unit in the circle and one of them is a Zealot and the other one is a DT, the player with the Zealot automatically wins the round. Seems like everybody is focused on their macro and nobody is really attacking each other yet. laxbro is building a whole bunch of spines. He's playing for the late game. The American boys are just cranking out as many workers as possible. What is Patches up there? I feel like Patches is going to be smart. He's got Zergling speed. Can take control of the center. Adepts are incredibly good in this format because obviously the shades will finish up on top of the circle. We're going to see a lot of Adept play throughout the night. Maybe some Talon and Claw Roaches as well. It's a little bit of everything. But I think technically all three races have a fair shot of getting it done. It's obviously hard for Terran units to really control the center forever. But yeah, Liberators tanks later on can obviously help. What do we got here? laxbro. Greenert taking his third in the bottom side of the map. Trigger's got a plan, and apparently Trigger's plan is an expand, Stargate, Fleet Beacon, a nuke already. What the hell? Greenert is going for a very early nuke. 40 seconds until the first point gets given out. Trigger is the one who's got control of the center right now, but it shouldn't be that easy. He's going to drop a stasis trappy. That's kind of cute, actually. Okay. Mega quick nuke. 4th base already as well. But Trigger can obviously slow him down by just building some Tempest. Tempest arrest is big. We've got 20 seconds. The Templar is here. He loves his little immortal Stalker Sentry army. SpanishGoat is here with the depths. Trigger was here with the depths. 10 seconds to go. Templar is going to move a stock forward. We've got a SpanishGoat coming in with more units. We've got Fox coming in as well. Who gets the first point? The point is contested. Fox is trying to get in with his alien. I think it's Templar, guys. Templar with his Sentry. Stalkers in the Immortal. It is Templar, and he immediately hits us with a Rico. That is a Beasts of the Hill expert right there, guys. Nuke is going to land just a little bit too late. The nuke was early. It could have been sick. That would have actually been so sick. Swarm host. Okay, I kind of like actually the idea of playing some swarm host. Lol. laxbro is just randomly nighting Bully. Bully is probably wondering, what the hell did I do, mate? Why me? Why is there a Nidus going up in my mate? That's so random. On the top side of the map. Poor Bully. But a good defense by the American Protoss. Now for the entire squad, for all 7 players, it is important to now keep an eye on this man. Because Templar has a lot of experience in FFA. And we have seen these Sentry Immortal armies be pretty good. I hear a nuke again, no? Thought I heard another nuke. What is this? Trigger building some carriers and a mothership in the bottom side of the map. Might be worth for him to start attacking Greenert soon. Otherwise Greenert is going to be very rich. And he's a good Terran player. I don't know why laxbro really hates Bully, but it's very random for this Zerg to completely ignore this Protoss, but then somehow go for Bully. What is our boy Foxer up to? Foxer is just gonna build a lot of tanks. Tanks and Hellbats is something that Syed was doing. laxbro is doing this because he can't get revenge on Leather. Ooh, spicy! We're dropping the gauntlet. Alright, gamers, behave. 2 minutes to go until the next point gets given out. So far, only a single point has been given out. That point went to Templar. Everyone should know that this man is very good in free-for-alls, especially the Beast of the Hill. So they have to keep him in check. You cannot give him a second point that quickly, because he can always sneak in there later on and get another point. laxbro now dropping a knight is in the bottom side of the map. He's gonna annoy Greenert for a little while. Greenert is kind of rich. It is. Bully is gonna take control of the center for a little bit, but with 1 minute and 20 seconds to go, that's a lot of time. This is a little early for Trigger to start building cannons and batteries. I hope that Trigger understands the rules, by the way. Because obviously our man from Basilisk is not necessarily an expert and he just wants to play for fun. I'm happy that he's here. I just want to make sure that he gets the rules. Okay. These pro gamers normally don't have a lot of patience to actually watch videos. Reynor says, you knight as me, I battle cruiser you. And now all those spine crawlers and evolution chambers we build are not very useful. These two have it out for each other, guys. 25 seconds to go until the next point goes down. Greenert and laxbro are doing a really good job in making sure neither of each other is going to win. Neither of them. Oh, a nuke landing in the front as well. 15 seconds to go. It is Bully who has control of the point. Is Templar gonna make a move for point 2? It does not seem like he will. Seems like number 2 is just gonna go to Trigger, or maybe the Zerg links. Oh, he's cloaking his sentry. That's kind of smart. Trigger wins. That's actually kind of smart. I mean, it could also backfire, right? Because it has lower priority. Or no, then it's not invisible. Then is it a regular moment? Is it a regular... does it still count as a cloak unit or a regular unit if it's being cloaked by the mothership? How does that work? Hyper 1? If it's cloaked, it has lower priority. Okay, so that should have gone to Patches, but he wasn't on the point, and it did not go to him. Alright. What do we got over here? Who is Foxer battling? Foxer is battling Patches. Patches seems annoyed. A, he missed the point, and B, now Foxer is attacking him. So it seems like it was a conscious decision by Templar to not take the second point too early. As poor Greenert right now is being attacked by Trigger and his million carriers. First he's getting Knight. Knight is in the low ground, or on the low ground, carriers in the main. It is a bad day to be Greenert. And Foxer is just attacking Patches. Why attack me? I mean, that's kind of the point of the game. The point is not sit in your main for 8 minutes and fight over the center. You can also attack your neighbors. 90 seconds till the next point. I think Templar is going to make another go for it. I don't think he wanted that second point too early, because that would put a massive target on his back. So it seems like it was a well thought out decision not to fight over point number 2. Just let it go and come back later. No, Foxer is the one getting nukes. Matty Ice on the left side. Just doing his thing. This is another fight that Bully really wants to pick, by the way. What's... Ooh, 10 Immortals, guys. Bully with the plays. Bully actually has 10 Immortals. That is a really good way to just bulldoze your way into the center. Because Immortals are so tanky with their barriers. Seems like our Zergy is kind of dead, by the way, but that's okay. Maybe he's going to try to steal the point with a bunch of locusts. But doing that 3 times in a row is going to be hard. Patches is getting a move by Matty Ice. Patches is going to make a scrap for it. 25 seconds till the center. This is not a fight that Patches is going to win. And I think he knows that. Well. Oh, while Foxer is attacking Patches, it is Trigger who's attacking Foxer. And we are going to make a go for the center. ASpanishGoat is going to come in with his carriers and High Templars. Adepts are going to shade forward as well. Point is going to be contested for a little while. Templar wants it. Bully wants it. The point is contested. Who's going to be able to take care of the other? I think Templar gets it. I actually am starting to believe that Templar gets it. Bully and his Immortals, no, cannot get it. Templar gets his second point already. That's early. Fox says, really, Trigger? And Patches now says, what did he say? We both just get to lose, Foxer. Technically he is correct, but I don't think he really controlled what all these carriers were up to. Templar has 2 points, and that means that if this man just gets 1 more point, the game is over. And there's honestly a very good way that a very good chance that he gets it. Everybody's just killing each other, and Templar just walks to the center, gets a point, and goes home. laxbro has left the game. He does not believe that a couple of swarm modes are going to win it. Trigger should check, should see the scores. Who's next? Max. Patches just really wants to make peace with Foxy. They should start attacking Templar right now. Templar is rich, has a terrifying army. Trigger understands. This is such a good army, by the way, to just steal 1 final point. Like, Templar is not worried about killing all these carriers. He knows that that's not going to happen. He just wants that next point. He has already used recall, but maybe recall is available again. Trigger is indeed looking very good army-wise, but he only has 1 point. And these guys that have played Beast of the Hill a lot are very good in sneaking in just 1 final point. Trigger splitting up his army. A couple of carriers are chasing the main army. A couple of carriers are attacking one of the 5 bases that Templar is currently working with. We can see the bank, yes. The bank is resources. 1 minute to go, by the way, guys. These are the banks currently that everybody is working with. Bully says, can we kill Templar? Trigger will probably say, I've been doing that for a little while, mate. 45 seconds to go. Some of the army gets recalled. A couple of adepts get left behind, but these adepts are going to get picked up as well. It is the world versus Templar at the moment. And that is the downside of getting 2 points this early. But this man is just going to go for it. He has the kind of army that could steal the point. I mean, it's not going to be easy. Use this Trigger with 1,000,000 probes on the point. Now it's Bully attacking Trigger. They're attacking each other. Don't forget about Templar, guys. He could come in. 1 more point is all that Templar needs to win this entire round of Beast of the Hill. And everybody else is fighting each other. Greenert? No, it's Foxy with a nuke. Foxy with a nuke, but here comes Templar. No! Templar 2 seconds. Templar wins. Templar just, oh my god, guys, what are you doing? Templar just wins, unbelievable. How do these guys, oh my. Well done, congratulations to Templar for the 75 buckies. Everybody turns on each other. And it's Templar who just sneaks in there and wins the opening round of the Basilisk Beast of the Hills tonight. What is your team doing? I don't know if it's a team. Alright, I'll let everybody know. Round 2 is on Europe. You see it coming from a mile away and it still happens. Well done by Templar though. I think he did a really good job in walking around there, running circles, waiting a little bit. And he struck when the iron was hot. Found that opening there. 2 guys storming each other, killing all the probes. Well done, Templar. Well done. Congrats to him. Hyper One, you're in contact with him, right? So I can forward the form to him later. That looked easy. Conspiracy. Conspiracies are allowed. Conspiracies are allowed. I am not going to police if anybody made an agreement with each other. It is fun community Starcraft. You're allowed to form an alliance, you're allowed to chat, and you're allowed to betray your neighbors. I do not care. Politics is absolutely always going to be a part of FFA, and it's so hard to police that I think it's better not to police it at all. Just let people have fun. Only one of them can win in the end. Hi guys. Hyper One will set up the lobby. Also guys, if we can get one big thank you, not just to Basilisk for putting up the prize money to run all these free-for-alls, but to the man who's making it so much easier for me, Hyper1 in the chat. Hyper1 is an absolute stud. He is very passionate about FFAs, and he's setting up these lobbies, selecting players, making sure everybody understands it. It would be a nightmare to run it without him, so he's incredibly sweet, nice, useful. So a little thank you to Hyper1 would be awesome. I'll settle that prediction, take a tiny break, and then I'm back for round 2. 1 round is done, but 5 more rounds of Beast of the Hill is coming up. And you too can win 75 buckies like Templar. And if Templar wants, he can defend his trophy. He can also say like, oh, I prefer to play later, Roddy. Whatever he wants. He can either play immediately or he can play a little bit later tonight. I'll take a tiny break, and by the time we come back, we should have a full lobby of video gamers. The channel is a Roddy stream, guys, on European Battle.net at EUBnet. See you guys soon.